All right, what's up everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some great topics for you guys, but before we get into that, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're someone new, and click that notification bell to get my videos first as we get back into the swing of things and having our videos at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, and of course weekends, that will be at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, pretty much Monday through Sunday. So thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for supporting my little break that I had here. And we are going to start getting back into it. And of course, sorry for any background noise or bad audio. Still have my secondary set up here. Now let's go ahead and jump into this here, guys, with Metroid Dread. So you guys know I've been covering the sales of the game. I've been covering the hype of the game. I've been covering the new trailers of the game. But now we have some new information on exactly the size of the game when it comes to file size and how much you're going to have to put on your SD memory card or your system memory if you're going that route with the digital version of the game. And it's good news, not bad news. Now, after E3, we found out that the game was going to be around 6.9 gigabytes in file size, which is actually pretty good. Under 7 gigabytes, not bad at all for a game like this. But now it's actually going to be smaller than that because now Nintendo's reporting that it's going to be at 4.1 gigabytes in file size, which is absolutely incredible that they're able to actually squeeze out some extra compressions and some extra things here and there to get the game down as low as possible. Trust me, guys, while we all love the physical media, and I get that, and I'm a physical person as well, having small file sizes for those that live in different types of countries that maybe can't get the game physical, they don't ship as much out there, and also for some of the international community in smaller countries and stuff like that is obviously great because then they can go in there and download it, or if you have like bad internet, whatever the case is, it takes faster to download because it's less space. So this is definitely a good thing for those who are going to get the game digitally. And of course, if you're Nintendo producing the carts for this game, that's actually pretty good as well because then you can actually use a smaller cart size, it seems like here too. So this is actually pretty good, and obviously it's going to be maximum profit for Nintendo when it comes to what they're selling on the physical copy of this game. And of course the digital copy is going to be what the digital copy does. But also I wanted to note here too, guys, there's a couple other things. Metroid Dread has actually moved up to number 3 on the pre-order sales charts, or not even the pre-order sales charts, the sales charts for the eShop. So it's up to number 3 the last time that I did check. Also, once again, number 1 on Amazon. So it's killing it right now. And I think that Metroid Dread is going to continue doing better as we get closer to the holiday season. I think it's going to have a rush of those Metroid fans that go out there and buy it. But I do think that it's going to sustain a bit too, because like I stated before, Metroid Dread is the big new Nintendo first party game for the holiday season. If you look at all the other stuff, it's either third party with stuff like Shin Megami Tensei 5, you have remakes with stuff like Mario Party Superstars, and also Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. You also have the Advance Wars game, which is a remake. So this is the new game. This is the new one heading into the holidays. So I do feel that not only is it going to do well now at this point, because the game, we are here, we're pretty much in Metroid Dread week, but I do think that it's going to continue on for the holidays as well. And I think that Nintendo's marketing won't stop here. We're seeing all sorts of good marketing from Nintendo with this game. They're going to continue marketing this game throughout the whole holiday period. So I think it's going to do better than what some people are expecting. So yes, I think that it's going to be the best selling Metroid game. And of course, this file size is obviously going to help with that with people that want to get the digital version of the game. But once again, this is not the first time Nintendo's done this. Nintendo had this with Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. That was just this year. We found out the game was going to be 5 gigabytes. That's what we thought. Then all of a sudden it ended up being 3 gigabytes. So I think sometimes Nintendo's not sure, or maybe they're making optimizations and cutting out some things that wasn't used. And that's what happens, or that's what ends up being to where the file size comes down. Because they have all the game content and what they want, but then it's just optimization. Whereas a lot of other games in today's day, a lot of games could be a lot smaller in file size, but the developers don't go back and optimize. They just say, oh, whatever. We'll just leave that stuff in there. So you get bloated file sizes half the time instead of file sizes that are a lot lower. So yeah, that's kind of what happens here. And I think Nintendo did a good job of obviously going back in and making sure that they optimize this. So this should be a very clean, optimized, good playing game with no issues whatsoever, because I feel that Nintendo went in and optimized the heck out of this game. So very good to see this. So what are your thoughts when it comes to Metroid Dread, the file size, the hype heading into it, some of the sales that we do know? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, guys, we do have some new Nintendo Switch RPGs that have been announced in addition to other platforms as well, PlayStation and PC. We got Nippon Ichi Software. They're pretty much the Switch masters at this point. They're always announcing new games, porting games, doing all sorts of cool stuff, and they have a brand new dungeon survival strategy RPG. And I am going to abbreviate this game because the name is extremely long. I'm going to be calling it Shika no Boken. Now, the name is bigger, which you guys will see. Obviously, the name is bigger, but it is a brand new dungeon crawling strategy RPG. It kind of has like a Disgaea feel to it, but obviously the mechanics are looking a bit different, but definitely reminds me of Disgaea, which is a good thing. Disgaea is a fantastic franchise for Nippon Ichi Software. So Nippon Ichi Software has announced the dungeon survival strategy RPG Shika no Boken for PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. And maybe there will be a PC version later when they actually do what the English name is going to be or what they decide to do with that. It's going to launch on January 27th, 2022 in Japan, which is good as well. They have a bunch of new art and they have a trailer and they discuss everything that's going in here as well. Now, remember guys, this game is also made by, or at least the character designs are by Takehito Harada, who is the character designer for the Disgaea series, Labyrinth of Refrain, Covenant of Dust, The Witch, and The 100 Nights. So that's where the art kind of comes from with this. So it's good stuff here, man. They have the story set up and all of that. The characters, you can kind of create your own adventure. There's some wiggle room. There's some areas where you can go in different and branching paths. There's going to be some comedy in there as well. So it's looking like a pretty solid, a new IP RPG. And also, you have a character creator too, to where you can create your own character and you can have different types of skills and different types of stat growths and buffs in order to create the type of character, the type of hero that you want in this game. So I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing here. I like that there's resource management and there's different types of things because it's survival. So there are things where you have to put into your body. You have to get like calories and you have to have hydration, drink water. So it's a little bit of a different take on what you'd expect for a strategy RPG because it's survival in there as well. You have the campfires and the, making sure that you recharge and rest and get your strength back up. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here. And I hope that this actually ends up being localized here in the West and comes out, which I think it will because Nippon Ichi games always do that. But this is actually looking very interesting. The more that I look into this and the more that I see what you can do, the more that I get more excited about what's going on here. Because they have all the different tropes, the cooking and all the different types of things at the campfires and the cooking, they have all that. But I feel like the calories and the hydration system in terms of how they're describing it here is pretty good. So we'll see exactly how this game does once it comes out in Japan. And of course, we'll wait for an official confirmation of the localization as well. But once again, Nippon Ichi Software bringing the heat with some more RPGs to Nintendo Switch, which I do like, of course. So what are your thoughts on this brand new Nippon Ichi Software dungeon survival strategy RPG Shika no Boken for the PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the final topic here, guys, we do have another new RPG announcement for the Nintendo Switch and of course PC and the PlayStation 4 from Koei Tecmo. You know those guys, man. They've been doing a fantastic job on supporting the Nintendo Switch platform and of course other platforms as well. But Atelier Sophie, The Alchemist and the Mysterious Dream Dos. Actually, it's called Atelier Sophie 2, The Alchemist and the Mysterious Dream. So a while back, the Koei Tecmo company actually put out a poll, what was your favorite characters? And Sophie, Atelier Sophie won the characters in this. So they said, okay, we'll make a sequel and a follow-up on this after the amazing Atelier Ryza 2. We went back to the more traditional Atelier type of game. So now they're doing this and graphically, it looks fantastic. Obviously, it's a big bump up from what they've done before with the first game. And I think that it's going to be pretty good based off of what I'm seeing so far here. So once again, this is Koei Tecmo, and this is also Nippon Ichi Software as well that's getting involved. So you guys know how that's going to work with their special editions. There's a $120 one. You guys can check out all the details. That's on Gematsu. But yeah, they have a brand new trailer. They had some screenshots. They talked about what was going on here. They're going on a journey to find their missing friend. You're gonna have to fight many monsters and inhabit the lands of Erdweej. I probably said that wrong. Sounds like wedgie, but we're good. We're good. You guys know, all you Atelier fans, you guys know exactly what's going on there. But yeah, this is fantastic, and I love the fact that they're building off of what they did before with the battle system. I mean, obviously the alchemy plays a huge role in any of the Atelier games, but now they're bringing that back, and they're going back with the panel synthesis system, which was featured in the Mysterious sub-series, where you get the materials and they're placed into different panel slots to create new items that you can use in battle. The game is allowing new people and also veterans of alchemists to synthesize items in a way that's comfortable for them due to the different panel types and styles. So I love that they're easing new people in. Then again, at the same time, the hardcore Atelier players that know what they're doing can really get a lot of depth and ability out of what they're doing here. So very good to see here with new RPGs being announced for the Nintendo Switch, of course, coming out from Japan, Koei Tecmo doing their thing, and of course also Nippon Ichi software. But what are your thoughts on all the different topics that we had here? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate that. Please make sure you hit that like button if you forgot to do so. And of course, subscribe if you're someone new, and we will catch you for the next video. Peace.